One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only Manso can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals reports he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Yes, sir. Much love and respect to everybody up in the building. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming and tuning in and chilling with your boy. Let's get it. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the hell you guys are from. Much love and respect to everybody. This is still not Black Rifle Coffee Company. Come on, y'all. We got to get the sponsorship up. Let's get it. You know what I mean? So today we have another very interesting story. I couldn't believe when we had just done a video regarding foreign aid. And then all of a sudden I look up into the news last night and I see that there is more foreign aid that just got passed. So the U.S. Sends Patriot missiles to Ukraine, and that's a $6 billion fund. And of course, you guys know anytime there's just like the last video, there's like a $5 billion fund for them. And then all of a sudden they implement all these other billions and billions and billions of dollars. I mean, literally hundreds of billions. So I'm not even surprised when they say, oh, it's been a $6 billion fund. And then somewhere in the article, they go, oh, okay, over here has been approved for $175 billion. You know what I mean? So we're definitely going to see how this goes. So I do want to, as always, guys, you guys in the chat that come into the chat before the live stream has even started, I call you guys the Breakfast Club. And I really appreciate you guys. You guys show immense love, man. Like even before I've even started the show, you guys are here ready, commenting, and I'm commenting back, obviously, messaging you guys. And it's super cool to have people that actually genuinely are looking forward to the show and look forward to what we've got to say over here. You know what I mean? So I'm really, really thankful for you guys. SNS, he puts, hit that like button, y'all. That's right. Don't forget to hit that like button. It means the world, my man. It means the world. And I'm sure y'all follow him already on IG. Well, look, if you don't, the link is right in the chat that SNS provided. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, just go into the live chat right now, hit that link, and then you guys can hit the follow button. Let's see. Are you live, bro? Yes, sir. We are live, sir. We are absolutely live. Todd J up in the building. I haven't seen him in a minute. He says, let's go freedom and unity, family worldwide. Keep the love wave going and let's rock this world together. Family, the power of love is changing the world. That's a fucking fact, dude. Thank you, Todd J. I always love that. Did you watch Yuri Bezmenov? No, I have not. By the way, this is a very fun fact about me, and people actually get pissed off when they hear this. I've only watched 16 movies in my life, dude. Literally, I just don't watch movies. I never have been into them. I've always watched them with someone else or my mom or something like that. I just don't care about movies. I'm a documentary kind of person. I'm a series kind of person. But yeah, it's I cannot do normal movies. I'm sure that's some movie, maybe not. I don't know. But that's a fun fact about me. Time to get some knowledge. That's right. That's right. SNS. I'm going to be getting some knowledge too while reading this article coming up. Let's do an interview soon, bro. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's set that up. You can message me on IG and we'll set up a day that works best for you. We got Tats up in the building as well, all the way over there in UK, saying afternoon all. Hope your weekend is good. I appreciate that. Over here, it's 8:05 a.m., so feels good. Yo, we got Arith up in the building. Good day, brother Mike Ball. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. We're about to get into some serious topics here. Um, you know, what do you guys think so far? I mean, about the whole funding aid, foreign aid for us. U.S. is nonstop, like just handing out money across overseas. I want to know what you guys think about this so far because it's pretty brutal, and it's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money. Like I can't even fathom $100 million, let alone $6 billion. You know what I mean? I apologize for not saying good morning and good afternoon and wonderful day to all the other wonderful people in the room. My true apologies. No, you don't gotta apologize. I thank you for being here. Sincerely, thank you for hanging out with us and having a good time. We got Lappy saying go Navy. Absolutely. Hey, got much love and respect to all that. To every branch, really, but to you guys over there, go Navy. Money buys weapons for war. Money changes people. We don't need money to change the world. We need each other. People helping people is priceless. It is very priceless when you have that kind of love, but it's rare to get people that actually want to help with money. People usually like to hoard their money. Raytheon Technologies is a huge company in my home state. I have more than one family member who works for them. Oh shit! Like what do they do? I'm Department of Men. Thanks for the transport. Department of Men? What? I got you, Todd. Network, not net worth. I got you. Hardwire says in the garage trying to finish my bike for a ride later today, but I will be listening. I may pop in from time to time. I appreciate you, Hardwire. Thank you for being here, my man. And much love and respect to you as well. Mike is freaking a weirdo. He doesn't watch movies, but will spend a weekend looking up seagulls are white. Why seagulls are white? Totally, dude.
Oh shit! Stop the cap.
That was a triple. You got a triple sound effect on that one. And Mike doesn't read many books, but he read mine. Thank you for that, bro. Makes me humble and proud of doing it. Yes, it's very true. I've also only read a handful of books, dude. Just being completely transparent. I never got into reading. It's just not my thing. It never has been. But I did read your book, and your book was something I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed that whole. I mean, the thing is I'm not going to read something that I'm not interested in, and obviously I'm immersed in the culture, so I'm going to be, passionate about it. So being able to read your stories about what your time in the club, that was a very good book, and you did it with class. A lot of people like exploit their club or all that shit. You didn't do any of that, which I really respect. The power of blood, that's fact. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you, SSW. That's right. That was the whole thing. I forgot that I was supposed to. I gotta look that up. I'm not gonna do it on the stream because I'm already like in a mode, but I definitely need to. You're right about that because I know that he says some shit in there that is like life changing. You know what I mean? Like people reference it for a reason. We do not need a war with Russia that will cost us trillions and many lives. Yeah, I can only imagine going up against Russia. Total nuke powerhouse. Yes. Also, by the way, SNS asks for the question for y'all in the chat. What would you all think of an interview with Rusty Savage and Mike? That is epic. I had SNS actually reached out to Rusty Savage on my behalf yesterday, and that would be really cool to be able to have you guys on the and do some really cool interviews of within the culture. You know what I mean? My thought about foreign aid are this: most of that money is just numbers on computer screens. It doesn't seem real. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: money is really a social construct. It's what people believe to put how much something is worth. Like $100, if we all decided tomorrow that money meant nothing, then literally the value of $100 bill would be zero. You know what I mean? If we all decided it ain't worth shit, but that's a social construct of money. That's a very good example of a social construct. But yeah, I tend to agree with that, biker news. We got Dark Horse up at the building as well. Much love, dude. Get that bike running hardwired. That's right. That's right. Man, you guys are up in the chat showing some love today. Absolutely love it. I'm honored to have you guys, sincerely. Look at all you guys showing all this love. We can all learn from people, from each other. Put the right people in a person's life. You can change lives, change your mind, change your life choice to change and break the chains and be the change. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So let's check this out, you guys. This is News 8 Now. Okay, so this is News 8 Now. It's not like I know, the backstory of this article or this publisher. I don't. But nonetheless, this was updated 15 hours ago. So this was obviously just yesterday. So the U.S. announces new Patriot missiles for Ukraine as part of the new $6 billion aid package. Holy shit. All right, Washington. The U.S. will provide Ukraine additional Patriot missiles for its air defense system as a part of a $6 billion additional aid package, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced Friday. And let me also zoom this in so you guys can also read it, because it's a little too small. There we go. The missiles will be used to replenish previously supplied Patriot systems. The package also includes more mutations for the National Advanced Surface-to-Air missile systems and additional gear to integrate Western air defense launchers, missiles, and radars into Ukraine's existing weaponry, much of which dates back to the Soviet era. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian court on Friday ordered the detention of the country's farm minister in the latest high-profile corruption investigation, while Kyiv security officials assessed how they can recover battlefield momentum in the war. Ukraine's high anti-corruption court ruled that agriculture minister Oleksandr, there's no way I'm going to be able to, Solesky, should be held in custody for 60 days. However, he was released after paying a $1.77 million holy shit, that's a huge bail amount, a statement said. Ukraine's National Anti-Corruption Bureau suspects Solesky headed an organized crime group that between 2017 and 2021 unlawfully obtained land worth about $6.85 million and attempted to obtain other land worth about $4.47 million. Jesus. That's a lot of money you just taking over properties like this. Like, we're just going to get this. Holy shit, dude. It's a lot of property there. Ukraine is trying to root out corruption, and a dragnet over the past 2 years has seen Ukraine's defense minister, top prosecutor, intelligence chief, and other senior officials lose their jobs. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky discussed the need for Patriots early Friday with the Ukraine Defense Contract Group, a coalition of about 50 countries gathering virtually in a Pentagon-led meeting. Wow. So 50 countries basically joined into a Zoom meeting. The meeting fell on the second anniversary of the group, which Austin said has, quote unquote, moved heaven and earth since April 2022 to source millions of rounds of ammunition, rocket systems, armored vehicles, and even jets to help Ukraine rebuff Russia's invasion. Zelensky said at least 7 more Patriot systems are needed to protect Ukrainian cities. In quotes, "We urgently need Patriot systems and missiles for them," Zelensky said. "This is what can and should save lives right now." At a Pentagon news conference following the meeting, Austin said that the U.S. is working with allies to resource additional Patriot systems, but did not commit to sending more U.S. versions. He said he spoke one-on-one with a number of his European counterparts in recent days to hash out this issue and others. So right here, we've actually got one of the missiles right there. Look at that. Sheesh. That's brutal. Now, there's a lot to this article. So real quick, I want to see what you guys have to say about what's going on so far, because this one's a pretty brutal story already. I mean, there's a lot of money being sent out. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's see. He's always on that positive shit, Steve. I love it. Mhm. There's nothing wrong with that SNS. My grandfather just retired from there last year. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Dark Horse says, sorry for being late, getting ready for the Orlando annual. Dude, you never have to apologize for being late or not showing up on, not being here every single stream. Like, I never expect, anyone to be here for every show, every episode, every minute of the stream. I don't expect anybody to do that. That's a lot of time. Bro, Mike, my remark just oh shoot. Did your shit just get deleted, Frank? That's too bad. I hate that shit. I hate that they limit what you guys want to say. Did you say any curse words in there? Usually if you do, YouTube picks it up and says, nope. But sometimes you get through it. I think if Russia can't roll over Ukraine, they aren't a power anymore. Yeah, that's a good statement and good observation. Most of what is going into Ukraine right now was sitting in surrounding NATO countries just waiting for the approval. Wow. I'm sure they were ready like that. The dictator, president of Ukraine, is no better than Putin, but he is easy to control if we give him enough money. Well, it sounds like every other leader in the world. Just going to be honest. My thoughts about the way we are not reacting to Russia taking crimes, set a dangerous precedence, and now Putin thinks he can do what he wants. I honestly think the United States has to tell him to stop or make him stop. It's going to be interesting to see what is said on that aspect. We'll see. I hear that, Frank. I'm sure most of us are in the same mindset. Yep. I would say that the majority of us are in the same mindset. I must have severely angered YouTube. I couldn't even get into the live or log into my account after they logged me out and couldn't post. Road Rage doing road rage things, dude. Sounds about right. That's right, Yippin. Shout out to the coffee time, bro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, it's always good to have a cup of coffee. Unless you're going right to bed right then, I would say don't have a cup of coffee. Appreciate it, though. If a country can't protect itself, is it really a country? And that's really, honestly, a good question. You know what I mean? If you can't protect yourself, then are you a country? Are you someone else's country? Shit. Totally. Oh, shit. Appreciate you, Guru, being in here. Everyone's showing that love. If Russia attacked Canada, we'd be fucked. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. PNC, I don't think Russia really has the means to attack any of us unless it's with some nukes. And yes, and that's what they have. They have some serious power within the nuclear aspect. You know what I mean? Like, who knows in the other aspects, but when it comes to missiles and nukes and stuff like that, man, Russia is a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? Kind of like how my the beginning of my intro song says, force to be reckoned with. It's true. Mm-hmm. So Putin took it because they voted for Russia to take them over because Ukraine wasn't taking care of them. Holy shit. That war is breaking all our country's banks. They should get it over with soon. And that's the thing. You got to remember, the United States is in an endless war. Ever since, now this is going to be a little bit of speculation, but it's true. Ever since 9/11, we're going to be in a forever funded war. Okay? Look at what we do and where we send our money. And what state, meaning which country, is receiving the most amount of aid from us. And that right there is a proof. It's proof Ever since 9/11, essentially. I mean, even before then, but 9/11, ever since then, it's nonstop war after war after war, and it's just going to be a funded war forever. You know what I mean? And war to them makes money. There's a reason why they want it, and it's also another way of keeping power. If you're not forever fighting, then are you really at the top? The power grid is changing hands. Well, I hope it does, to be honest. Then Obama and Biden helped start the war in 2014. Yes, the thing is Obama and Biden, that whole administration, them being in Congress and in the Senate or whatever for so fucking long, for 40 plus years, that kind of shit. Yeah, look at what they voted on in the past 40 years. I don't know how long Obama was in, but I can say confidently, knowing that Biden was in, the Senate or whatever it was, or Congress. I can't remember which one. I think it's the Senate. But for 40 plus years within the government, that's insane. SSW, they didn't look too impressive when they attacked Israel with them drones, bunch of made in China crap, it seems. Yeah. It didn't seem that to that next level. I know exactly what you're meaning. I've been having the same trouble for the past few weeks. Uh-oh. We don't want no YouTube trouble. A country that can't protect itself is a puppet. Absolutely a fact. 100%. Oh, wow. Hardwire says, I need to get a lot of this stuff out of the garage. LOL, it's too small for all this crap I got in here. Nothing more frustrating than working in a small garage with no room to work. No, I know that feeling, dude. I know that feeling. We got Junior Sears up in the building saying, tell it like it is, Mr. Ball. That's right. I appreciate you, my man. It's for me, I don't care about which narrative it is. All I want to do as a reporter is someone that is reporting the facts, not my own opinions about things, but the fact, and I'm obviously not getting paid by the left or the right. I'm not getting paid by nobody. So I'm going to tell it just like this. I'm going to tell it like it is. And that's the way to do it. I don't know why people don't just do that, but people always got to throw a narrative in there. And it's like, well, let's just figure out what they're saying and get both sides of the story here. Yep. SNS, I know you feel the pain on that. I feel the pain sometimes. My shit's crammed up right now. We got Pitbull up from over in England. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Universal health care. Now, what do you guys think about universal health care? That's going to be, Canada even, I know you live in Canada, obviously, but even your universal health care in Canada is not the best. There's a reason why people still will pay cash to go get better doctors. Now, how do you feel about the service and the customer service aspect? How quickly you can get an appointment with your doctor? Let's say I'm an amputee like me, obviously, and I need to see a specialist. How long is it going to take me to see that specialist? Yes, sir. That Obamacare is straight up garbage. It is. It is. It's good. It's good for people that have absolutely nothing. I get it. All these rich countries should be universal health care. It's slow in Canada, but it's free. Yeah, no, I agree. If you're a super rich country, I don't understand why it would be a problem. Do we really want some same idiots that can't run a damn thing and charge of our healthcare? I definitely do not. Yep. SSW says, write down Greg Terry experience. You should do an interview with him if you want firsthand experience from an American in Ukraine. Wow. Okay. Yes, I do. Here, I don't even know where piece of paper is, but what I will do is I'll take a picture of this. All right. I just took a picture of it. So I'm going to be able to have that name locked in my phone. I have one stall garage, 3 Harleys, a lawnmower, 2 toolbox. Holy shit. 3 bike jacks, a car jack, a fridge, and a small workbench. Sound crowded enough? Yeah, that's a lot of shit in one little area, dude. Okay. So in quotes, it's not just Patriots that they need. They need other types of systems and interceptors as well, Austin said. I would caution us all in terms of making Patriot the silver bullet. Austin said he will ask allied nations to accept a little bit more risk as they consider what weapons to send to Ukraine. A number of nations expressed some reluctance to send Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine because most don't have very many, and they believe that they need them for their own defense. U.S. officials said that the aid package will be funded through the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which pays for longer term contracts with the defense industry. And it means that it could take months or even years for the weapons to arrive. The officials spoke on the condition of anonymity. Wow. What the hell is going on? Why would it take months or even years for weapons to arrive when seems like anytime the government wants something, it happens when they want it to, and it happens right away. The new funding, the largest tranche or tranchy, I don't know, tranche of USAI, I think that is, aid to sent to date, also includes high mobility artillery rocket system, as well as Switchblade and Puma drones, counter drone systems, and artillery. There's your drone, Steve. The Ukraine Defense Contract Group has met about monthly for the past 2 years and is the primary forum for weapons contributions to Kyiv for the war. All right. Friday's meeting follows the White House decision this week to approve the delivery of $1 billion in weapons and equipment to Ukraine. That aid, however, will get to Ukraine quickly because it is being pulled off Pentagon shelves, including in warehouses in Europe. General C.Q. Brown, chairman, I think that's what GEN means, general, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said that the $1 billion weapons package will have a key benefit. In quotes, there's something near-term effects, said Brown, who stood alongside Austin at the Pentagon briefing. Now the Ukrainians don't necessarily have to ration what they have because they know things are coming out of this package and there will be follow-on packages. So that means we're going to give you money, do what you want with it, get weapons, get all your shit, and then we're going to give you up follow-up packages, follow-on packages. We're going to give you more and more money. Wow. All right, here comes the money. The large back-to-back aid approvals are the result of a new infusion of about $61 billion in funding for Ukraine that was passed by Congress and signed into law by President Joe Biden on Wednesday. Now, when all this shit got approved, when we were talking about yesterday, that all got approved on Tuesday. So now this is literally a day later, Wednesday now, they passed a $61 bill or funding for Ukraine. It's happening a lot right now. They provide weapons Kyiv needs to stall gains being made by Russian forces in the war. Oh, man. Bitterly divided members of Congress deadlocked over the funding for months, forcing House Speaker Mike Johnson, a Louisiana Republican, to cobble together a bipartisan coalition to pass the bill. The $95 billion foreign aid package, which also includes billions of dollars for Israel and Taiwan, passed the House on Saturday, and the Senate approved it Tuesday. Senior U.S. officials have described dire battlefield conditions in Ukraine as troops run low on munitions, right? And Russian forces make gains. Since Russia's February 2022 invasion, the U.S. has sent more than $44 billion worth of weapons, maintenance, training, and spare parts to Ukraine. That's a lot right there, y'all. What do you guys think about the amount of money that we have sent overseas? Like, do you guys agree with this shit? Like, is this what the American voters and citizens want? I'm curious. You know what I mean? All right, let's see where we were. Let me go down a little bit. The right isn't hiring enough people to work in healthcare field, so the people with money will spend it to jump the line. I mean, look at the amount of money that we are spending, to send to foreign aid, but yet we can't even put a couple $1,000,000 to our healthcare system that legitimately, needs it in the sense of not paying doctors and shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being able to have access to healthcare for a reasonable price because everything is so damn expensive. And I understand money will make you skip the line, and that happens in the United States as well. You know what I mean? God over government, blood over money, humanity over healthcare, people over poverty, and unity over greed. Love it, bro. I have a giant commercial shop and still run out of it, run out of room. Hey, I know how it feels, man. I know how it feels. We lucky with the National Health Service, NHS, but it's being sold off more and more into private. But I can tell you from experience, it now takes quicker for a takeaway than an ambulance. So you're saying it's better to have your universal health care than to be able to pay for it? Or is that what you're saying? Hardwire says, I want to build bigger, but I rent. I ain't sinking tons of money in someone else's property. Of course not. If you don't own the home, there's no point in you investing a ton of money into something that you're just renting. I totally get it. And Brenton, when I was there, I was prescribed drugs were almost free too. Not just the hospital stay, but the drugs too. Great deal. No, that is a great deal. No, you're good, Pitbull. I got you. I had to trim down to just my MT-07 when we moved. I can only fit one bike with two cars at the new house. Damn, that sucks, Road Rage. When the inherited house sells, big shed coming for more bikes. Jan9 isn't amused. But you deserve it, Road Rage. You deserve it after all the shit you've been through in the last year, dude. And that huge ass move, yeah. Taiwan is included in the same deal that Ukraine is in. China said nothing is going to stop them from getting Taiwan and is gearing up for war. And so are we, the USA. Yeah, Lappy, it's crazy out here, dude. Like, I can't even believe the shit that we get away with, the shit that we do, the amount of money that we spend, the amount of money we send overseas. It's sickening, really. If you work under a certain amount a year, you get it for free. But if you get over a certain amount, then it's $10.99 prescription. Well, that's not too terrible. But at the same token, it's the same shit here in the United States. If you make $1 more than what they say, then you don't get any health care in that aspect. If you make nothing, then you get Obamacare, which is decent, but you have to make zero essentially. Hardware says, or Biker News says, Hardware, I had to stop fixing my own bikes when the Evo went away. They make them hard to work on as time goes by. And that's true. It's very true. Like the MA engine is way harder to work on than I would say a V-twin or an Evo. And even Evos, now you need specialists. Harley Davidson won't even work on Evos anymore, which they made the Evo, but they're, or they utilize the Evo like a motherfucker, but totally will not work on it to this day. We are sending them billions are being invaded by illegals, and inflation is going through the roof, but folks still think it's a good idea to vote for a bumbling Biden. I'm not sure how they could possibly think that that is a fucking good thing to do. You know what I mean? So SSW says to Steve, isn't it great to come in and be looking for something and find out it's got repurposed into something because she thinks it's pretty? Dude.
Stop the cap.
I know the struggle here. Not fun when you find flowers planted into. Yeah, no, I know you're going to go on. So let's see. Wait, Pitbull, I wasn't sure exactly how it worked, but my brothers told me it was basically free. Wow. And that's a good thing to be able to have it basically free. I mean, I'm not against it. I wish I had the barn that my brother has. It used to be a camping cooker factory. So his shed is 160 feet by 80 feet with drive-through doors that you can pull two semis through side by side. Wow. That is dope. That's a big ass shed, dude. And I know that would be a huge convenience for anybody to have, but let alone it, you should have it too. I mean, that's your shit. Steve, look at the greedy corporate elite for the inflation angle. Not what I was looking for. Yeah. Cheap insurance, as far as I am concerned, if the USA and allies all get involved, nobody will know if or when it will end. Yep. Money for war, but no money for the homeless, hungry, and poor. Money equals greed, power controls, wars, and deaths. Yeah, dude. It's really a shame. If I told you I will be deleted about this subject, Frank, I understand that. I understand that. I've had to be very careful with my words, like using choice words while reporting these things, because if I say certain things, I will obviously get wiped off the fucking internet. And that's not something that I want. I've already gotten demonetized for 90 days and I'm feeling that. There's no point in me getting more and more down the hole. No thanks. I think the inflation is a problem because of all the trillions Biden pumped into the economy with all the BS social justice and social welfare programs. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The trillions of dollars, by the way. Yeah. Yep, shell thing. It's a total storage, space. If you have a void, a woman will fill it. You know what I mean? She will definitely fill it with something of hers. These decisions are great. I love being able to have intelligent conversations with guys with different opinions without everyone getting all butthurt. Dude, fact. Happens all the time where people can't even have a simple discussion about what they're talking about, whether they agree with you or not. It's amazing that people get in their emotions so quick and then not even be able to rebuttal their worldview. Like, if you can't even talk to me and defend your worldview, then why are you even giving me your input in the first place, right? But hey, not everyone is willing to talk about shit like we are. But they're willing to say something when you say something that's upsetting to them. Off topic, but was it Hardwire's bro in a wreck? How is he doing? Yes, it was his brother that was in a wreck, and I hope that he's doing good, man. I really, really, really do. Prayers are out for his brother for sure. The NHS was set up in 1948 to provide everyone in the UK with healthcare based on their needs and not their ability to pay. The NHS is respected throughout the world for the standard of care it gives. That's pretty damn dope. I'm gonna admit, I can tell that certain things about it works. Certain things about it do not work. Just the way it is. Nobody knew if or when World War II would ever be over. Yep, that is definitely something that, they were wondering about for sure. Or we all wonder about. Fucking, and when World War III, this is kind of like the same thing. When is it going to start? When is it going to be over? Like, that time frame must be extremely scary, And by the way, SNS put in the chat the GoFundMe for Hardwire's brother, that it went down. So please, if you guys have an extra dollar or two, please make sure to head over there and donate to the cause, man, for real. More wars, more money for the higher governments. They make money with war, dude. I was there for 8 months and I love the system, but prices were high. Yes, everything there is very expensive out here. I heard Ukraine is somewhat the same way in the aspect of things are expensive, but maybe you guys can let me know. Somewhere between high taxes for free, quote unquote, healthcare and reducing healthcare costs for individuals is the answer. One of my prescriptions out of pocket would have cost me just over $51,000 per month. Dude, I know what you're talking about in this aspect. My dad takes a medication that's like 12 grand a month or something like that, and it gets covered, obviously, but could you imagine, like nobody's got that kind of money. Like, who the hell's got $51,000 per month to spend on a single prescription? Like, I don't know many people that even make 50 grand in a month. You know what I mean? Like, let alone people that could afford that for a single medication. It's insane. New world power, the higher power, we all move under the sun. So why not use the sun to power the world? Nothing travels faster than the speed of light. Fact, dude. Some of the best advice my dad gave me: building shelves, storage, planters, and she will not do that. I get that. I get you. Now it's time to get out and ride. That's right, Junior. I see you. My lady has state insurance and I pay cash. I get faster, better treatment, and the wait time is crazy to me. Dude, when I go to like the ER, the ER wait alone is like if you just sit there for a walk-in, dude, I'm telling you, you're there all day. Like I'm over 6 hours. You're there for a minimum 6 hours. I got told if you're willing to listen, then you're able to learn. Fact. Was on a show last night. We both saw each other's viewpoints, but we agreed to disagree and still had a great time and had a great discussion, as you should be able to do. You should be able to do that, but people get in their fucking feelings way too quick and too easily. NHS is national health in England, and I think it's the world standard. Canada copies it. Now that makes sense. I've always kind of wondered the difference between Canadian universal healthcare and England's, the UK's. That's very interesting to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. It's criminal what drug companies charge. I would spend thousands every month for RX. Thankfully, I do not. Dude, it's incredible how much money things can be, especially when it comes to just prescriptions alone. People need them to survive, and yet you're going to charge literally an arm and a leg for this shit. You know what I mean? Guys, my Instagram is right there. If you guys have not followed my IG, please, in the chat, you guys can just click that link and go over to Instagram and hit follow. I really appreciate that, as that is my main platform. Really, really appreciate that. Just say no to the New World Order. I agree with that shit too. I agree. Great stuff. Thanks for sharing. Ride hard and free. God bless America. That's right, Yippin. That's right. America let the corporations take over their economy. Canada won't spend on our military. England taxes people to death. Someone get it right, please. And that's what we're all hoping for, that people are going to get this shit right. You know what I mean? Todd says, who paid the earth for the wood to build your home and work your life away to pay for something that you will never own? We live on borrowed time and life is short and tomorrow's not promised. Dude. Oh, shit. He's 100% right. 100% right. One day at a time, he says. Fact. That's a good point. No one has the perfect recipe for 100% success. That's correct. We don't have that yet. And you would think with the amount of smart people that we have in the world that we haven't been able to figure that out yet. What's best for the people, not best for the government. That's usually usually it's thought about what's best for the government and what's best for the corporations. And then they don't care about us at the bottom, which is the citizens. They'd rather care about the system, they'd rather care about the government, and they'd rather care about the corporations. What up, Revel? I see you over here. Much love and respect for being in here. Thank you for tuning in with us. Hit the Rev like button and drop the clutch on the share button, dude. That's right. That's right, my man. I appreciate that. Sadly, we were never really taught much about Canada in school. Sad, because there is a lot of history, lots of things that we learn from Canada. At least here in America, where I was, raised in Southern California, they didn't teach us jack shit about the politics that happens within any other country, or their systems. If anything, we were probably taught more about any type of socialism and or what would be, we got taught, all type of stuff that had to do with like socialist states, but not much to do with any other state and how they operate within their systems, like healthcare systems, whatever it is. We never really got taught that, you know what I mean? Todd is spitting truth and knowledge. That's a fact. That's a fact. Todd is getting it today. He definitely is. As Todd says, the government only cares when it's election time. They are only looking for your vote. That's a fact. Our countries are almost interwoven. We depend on each other. Yeah, well, we do. We do. That's a fact. So, guys, if you could do me a huge favor, make sure you guys are liking the content. If you guys like the video, like the stream, please make sure that you guys like the video. Liking the video is the biggest metric on YouTube. It lets them know, like, hey, they're doing something right. And same thing with the comments. When you comment on the video after the live stream is done, it actually pushes the video into the algorithm. You know, it actually throws it out there for more visibility. Same thing when you share it. Obviously, the more people are going to see it, that's how we grow. Sharing is literally like word of mouth, but on the street or on the internet. So it's a huge ordeal for you guys to do the sharing. Also, like you guys saw earlier, my Instagram is right there. Please make sure that you guys go follow that to keep up with all my BS that I do within the day. Whether I'm giving you guys announcements and or just fun shit that I do. It's I put my whole lifestyle up there. Also, my YouTube channel has been completely demonetized since July, or will be demonetized until July 3rd. And I can't even apply for the YouTube partnership program until then. So, with that being said, if you guys want to help the stream out and get a shout out on the show, whether it be an off stream donation, of course, the next stream, I'll go ahead and read your guys' donation. So, being that I'm completely demonetized, it would really, really help if you guys could send a couple bucks. Cash App, $ ball valve, Venmo at ball valve, and then PayPal, ballvalvetv@gmail.com. Those donations sincerely help this stream and keep us moving forward so that we can continue to do this as a full-time gig. I love what I do. I love being able to do all of this, but it's very hard financially. That's just the way of the road. So I will leave that at that. I know tons about our brothers to the north. Like they have a great, strong beer, poutine, hockey, and the Trailer Park Boys. Yes. I actually just rewatched all of Trailer Park Boys. I watched all 12 seasons back to back to back to back to back. So I watched it all again, and that's probably like my 8th time doing that shit. I love Trailer Park Boys, dude. One of my favorite shows of all time. First bump. Hey, we got Self-Fire up in the building. Shoot.
Oh, shit.
Much love for being in here. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. I live near the Canadian border, and our education system pretty much treats Canada like Americans. Like Americans and gives us zero information. I understand. Everything I learned about Canada, I learned from visiting Canada. Yeah, I'm sure you'd actually have to be there to learn about it because they're not going to teach us in our educational system. No, they're not going to do that. Yes, our quote unquote leader is throwing around money right now. Must be an election coming up. Dude, that's very similar to how it is over here. I can't share on Facebook. I don't meet community standards, bro. A lot of people that are in our community get Facebook banned, bro. I mean, I think Frank just said earlier that he got completely banned is banned or would be completely banned. Something like that. You got to love all the love in the chat. That's cool. Road Rage, west or east side of the country. I'd like to ride over and check you, but criminal record. He's on the East Coast, so he's over by you, I believe, Biker News. And also with my Instagram link, appreciate you throwing that in there. Community and communication is key. You're very right about that. I just watched them again last week. Decent boys. That's right. I need my big glasses. You know what I mean? The open wheel racers that come down from Canada to race, they taught me a little. And man, they built nice race cars. That's awesome. What topic got you demonetized? So I essentially was breaking down a news clip from MSNBC, and I broke down that their narrative was completely wrong and what they were reporting was completely wrong. And as soon as I showed that clip, which was only like a 50-second clip, and then I told why and proved why they were wrong, as soon as that happened, the actual media company, MSNBC, they put out a strike against me, which they had their lawyer contact YouTube and all that to strike me. Now, I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't do anything against community guidelines. I didn't take their content and not make it my own. Like I was sitting there pausing it, talking about the situation, saying how this was wrong, this is wrong. Well, here's the deal. The mainstream media, if you didn't know, look at us that speak the truth on the internet. They look at us as liabilities. So what do? Take away somebody's money to make them shut the fuck up. That's really it. Now, within the Supreme Court rulings from 1973 all the way up to 2017, there's been three really big court cases, Supreme Court cases, regarding the use of fair use of people's content. You know, for instance, if I'm reporting on a news clip, I theoretically can report that to you guys, and that's not any type of copyright. But they did exactly that. They got me for not creating that stuff enough to be my own content. So then they demonetized the entire channel. Now, normally that would be like like they would demonetize just that video type thing. But what they did is they took me out of the YouTube partner program for a 90-day suspension. And if I fought it in court, I would win. But I don't got the money to go fight them in court or how to even go about that. Like, I can't even get in contact with someone on YouTube. Like, it's not as easy as people make it sound. And I appreciate that, Self-Fire. Thank you for the compliment. SNS puts the GoFundMe for Hardwire's brother that went down on his bike. Please, guys, if you guys can, for a couple of bucks or $1, whatever you guys can spare, doing that would really, really help, you know, his brother that they need it, man. I enjoy the live chats with all you guys. It makes my day when I'm able to. Trailer Park Boys is so funny. They are funny, dude. They're hilarious. And I love Ricky. I love the Rickyisms, dude. And he does it on the spot, which is hilarious. I'm in Michigan Biker News. I have crossed a Port Huron closest, Detroit, and so through I got you. When I lived in Detroit, we would go to, is that Windsor on the weekends and party hard? Shit. Don't get caught in Canada doing anything that is illegal. Otherwise, you get thrown and never welcomed back, ever. Thank you all. I appreciate you all, and respect and prayers to the family. Absolutely. Back and vice versa, back to you, man. One of my brothers looks like that goofy dude with glasses from Trailer Park Boys. So much it's comical, and went as him for Halloween a couple times. Dude, I need to get Bubbles. I need to see your buddy that looks like Bubbles. That would be lit. That's hilarious. And he's got to do the voice and everything too, dude. East Coast represent Southern Virginia for you. Much love and respect to you guys over there on the Beast Coast. I'm over here on the West, throwing up the dub. You know what I mean? East Coast, North Carolina. That's right. That's right. He looks just like Bubbles. Yeah, that's awesome. So you crossed over there with my patch before 9/11. Then it all changed. Yeah, back then, I know Biker News used to come down into the United States all the time because of the club stuff. And what was the difference between Canada and United States for you? Like, did you feel like there was more freedom in America when you came here? Like, how did it feel for you? Let's see here. SNS says, I left a comment on BNC about wishing I could go up there, but can't because of criminal background, but YouTube deleted it twice. Don't know if it stayed up for the third time or not. Damn it, dude. Yeah, Road Rage got so crazy from drinking that Flint water, dude. Yeah, definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling that Flint water. Forgot to ask earlier, did you get any bad weather today or yesterday? If so, I hope all is well, brother. Can't seem to win the lotto. I always choose 16 for the Powerball, and it never seems to hit. Hey, shout out to 16, though. And let's see, another guy who towed his race car up and was told he couldn't get in, and his past was probably 30 or 40 years ago. Shit. He has a comparison picture. I will see if I can get it and text it to you with his permission. Yes, dude, I would love that. That would be so funny to see. Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, I'm going to keep this under an hour. As you guys know, we are already at 55 minutes. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that showed love and continue to show that support. Being here in the live chat is immense. You know, that you guys are a huge part of the show, and I really, really appreciate it. So, guys, thank you guys for all the engagement, all the likes, all your comments, everything. It really does mean something to me, man. So, with that being said, I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a live tomorrow as well. And I don't know if I'm going to do it at the same time because not a lot of people are up at that time on Sunday, but maybe it doesn't even matter. You guys leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. Should I go live tomorrow in the morning or in like the afternoon? anyways, guys, and remember, I'm on the West Coast. So if I do something at 3 p.m., that's 6 p.m. for you guys over there. So anyways, hopefully you guys all have a wonderful day and have a wonderful Saturday. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a